Welcome to What America's Thinking for Friday, November 22nd. Earlier this week, the House passed a short-term budget deal to avoid a government shutdown during the Thanksgiving holiday. Last night, the Senate passed the deal and President Trump signed it. But it does set up a December showdown between House Democrats and President Trump, who will no doubt make a play for funding his border wall along the U.S.-Mexico border. This wasn't the only thing that happened on the budget front recently. Earlier this month, the Senate Budget Committee passed the bipartisan Congressional Budget Reform Act. It aims to reform the federal budget cycle and to make it easier to reduce the deficit, which is now $984 billion. Jeez, a 26% increase from 2018, according to the U.S. Treasury. But critics of the recently passed bill say it will actually make it easier to slash funding for social programs and benefits like Medicare, Medicaid, Social Security, food stamps, and more. This year so far, the government spent $4.5 trillion. Almost two-thirds of that spending goes to funding social programs like Social Security, Medicare, and Medicaid. These are mandatory spending programs established by prior acts of Congress. The interest payments on the national debt consume 10% of the budget. The remaining 30% of the budget goes toward discretionary spending that pays for all federal agencies, the largest being the military. With all that as a backdrop, we asked, when thinking about social programs like Medicaid, food stamps, Social Security, etc., should the government spend more money on these social programs, less money, or is the current spending on social programs about right? Roll the tape. Our HarrisX Daily Poll found a plurality of voters. 43% want to spend more money on programs like Medicaid, food stamps, Social Security, and more. A third say the current spending is about right, and about a quarter say we should spend less on those programs. Let's take a look at some of the crosstabs. 55% of voters 18 to 34 want to spend more money on social programs. So do about 40% of 35 to 49-year-olds and 50 to 64-year-olds. Those 65 years old or more are the least likely to want to spend more money at 36%. Grandma and grandpa say cut off the kitty. And by party, 60% of Democrats want to spend more money on social programs versus just 39% of Indies and 27% of GOP voters. What do you think? Should we be spending more money on programs like Social Security? Let us know in the comments. Is there something the HarrisX poll isn't covering, but you think we ought to be taking a look at? Let us know in the comments or tweet us at HillTV Live using the hashtag WAT, W-A-T. See you soon. Thanks for watching What America's Thinking. As always, you can catch more great content from Hill TV by subscribing to the Hill's YouTube channel. Just click the bell so you know when new videos get posted. And head to thehill.com for all the latest political news. You can also find me at Jamal Simmons on Twitter and at Real Jamal Simmons on Facebook and Instagram. See you next time.